Aging with dignity, how rituals, integrity, and real leadership heal what fear has broken. This is the 19th episode of the series segment, Transformative Personal Experience. You know, people think aging with dignity is a soft phrase, something poetic, inspirational. But let me tell you something that is not often said aloud. Aging, for most people, especially women, isn't dignified. Not because they lack it, but because the world keeps trying to strip it away. Welcome back to Your Best for a Better You, your special forces unit for breakthrough living, where we decode the DNA of excellence to help you dominate personal and professional growth. I am your host, Scarlett Marcel Bantedeja, and today, in this episode, we will talk about aging with dignity, living with standards. I break down how fear-based beauty and manipulative business tactics have robbed too many of their dignity and why it's time to reveal through ritual, real standards, and non-negotiable self-command. This is not skincare talk. This is a leadership strategy rooted in truth, earned through discipline, and embodied daily. So, my dear friends, let's deploy. I remember this woman, one of my clients. She was over 55 years old, not wearing makeup, and her hair was styled naturally. She wore feminine flat shoes, a black skirt longer down to her knees, and a simple white shirt. She looked stunning, raw, elegant beauty, as if time has sculpted her rather than aged her. She stopped at the door of my treatment room, halfway inside and halfway out on the street. She didn't seem to notice, but I did, how people, both men and women, looked at her. Not a single passerby failed to glance at her. Then she said, "I'm scared of aging. I want you to help me aging with dignity. My husband left me for a younger woman. My friends avoid me now. They don't want me around their husbands. They think I am a threat." Then I thought, absolutely, they will see you as a threat. How is it possible that you cannot see how beautiful you are? She was standing there, telling me this aloud, and I could see it wasn't vanity, it was injustice. She had been made to feel disposable, like she thought her beauty had expired and with it her worth. And I looked at her in the eye and said, "I can help you age with more dignity than you already have. You are already carrying it. You just forgot to see it." She showed herself incredulous. She smiled, not because of what I said, but because she needed someone to see her as more than a threat, or a faded woman, or a warning sign. Do you copy? I have seen it. Maybe you have seen it too. Urgency tactics marked as purpose. Buy now or miss out. Push harder. Don't complain. Leaders don't need rest. Look younger. Smile more. Fake it till you make it. And in the beauty world, erase your age. Smile more. Filter your reality. Let's be clear. That's not leadership. That's control. And control doesn't create trust. It fractures it. Do you want to build something real? Then it starts with truth. In your business, your boundaries, and your rituals. That kind of messaging doesn't build leaders. It builds shame. And shame doesn't create action. It creates silence, burnout, and resentment. Do you copy? For years, I worked inside the beauty industry. I partnered with brands. I saw behind the curtain, and I got tired. Tired of the lies, tired of harmful ingredients, tired of the lack of results, tired of the fake urgency, tired of monthly stock requirements as a distributor, tired of pushing products with no real soul behind it. And one day, my Dora, yes, my Dora, showed me something that she watched on social media. She showed me something about a Korean beauty company called Rimmel. Honestly, I wasn't even looking. I was mad at her, as she didn't want to help me while I was building Bangladesha Skincare Solutions, my own cosmeceutics brand. Now, she wanted me to pay attention to what? To a cosmeceutics brand made in Korea? Yes, Korea. So, by accident, or maybe on purpose, I ended up at Rimmann's grand opening in Mexico City on April 25th. And yes, that's when I saw it. Young leadership, clear values, commitment, action, power, real results, science-backed, clean products, no manipulation, no fluff, no surface-level branding. It felt like someone finally got it. So I didn't hesitate. I said yes, not because I needed another brand, but because this one aligned with who I already am. And when something aligns that deeply, it's not just an opportunity, it's a call. Let's bring this back to center. Perhaps you have seen the game. The fear-based marketing, the hostile for approval culture, the superficial wins that conceal burnout beneath. Maybe you have played parts of it without even realizing. But you are not here to play anymore. You are here to build, to reset the standard, not to change someone else's. And that starts by owning your rituals, your integrity, and how you show up when no one is clapping. You want to rebuild? Start with ritual. Ritual is not luxury. It's not trivial. It's not a spa day or a bad bomb. Ritual is what you repeat to remember who you are, what you do daily to reinforce your dignity, what no one claps for, but what builds your backbone anyway. In beauty, that might be your skin routine. In business, that's your messaging, your follow-ups, your standards. In life, that's your boundaries, your schedule, your no, and your not like that. Copy that? Awesome. Fear and manipulation tear people down, but ritual builds them brick by brick. When you take care of your face with clean, intelligent products, it's not vanity. It's a daily affirmation that you are worth effort. It's a ritual that says, this body is mine. This time is mine. This identity is mine to shape. And that, my friend, that's aging with dignity. For those of you in business, in multi-level marketing, entrepreneurship, leadership, listen carefully. If your system is built on pressure and fake hype, it will crack. But if it is built on truth, integrity, and replicated rituals that serve, you will create momentum that doesn't collapse under scrutiny. That's what I'm building with Rima. Not just a team, a movement, a blueprint where boundaries, beauty, and business don't compete. They align. So, you don't need to be younger. You don't need to be louder. You don't need to be someone else. You just need to rebuild with dignity. And if that word hits something inside you, it's because it's already yours. You just have been taught to apologize for it. So, my dear friends, copy this for your next mission. If you are tired of fake motivation, if you are done performing instead of leading, If you are ready to glow with boundaries and earn with purpose, go to yourbestforthebetteryou.com and access the Boundaries Reset experience. Try the remand ritual, not to chase youth, but to claim or reclaim yourself. And super important, share this episode with someone who's forgotten their power. This is not glow up culture. This is grown up clarity. We age with dignity. We build with standards. We lead with truth. So my dear friends, Commander out. Thank you for joining to Your Best for a Better You, your Special Forces unit for Break to Live. Mission accomplished. Strength and honor. See you in the arena.